right, so sort of an unboxing, but just this one thing. This is the Let's Make Art floral box. I got the box, but there's a couple other things I got with it. So. That's it. So I got this to try. Liquid acrylic, Dr. P.H. Martin. I've never tried it. It was on sale. These were on sale, so I got these. I like gouache, so just some little things to do. This is the box of 4, and I believe it comes with a paintbrush. They don't normally come with paintbrushes, but I think there's a dagger in here for some specific technique. There's another one. I don't normally use their paints. Not that there's anything wrong with them. I just, oh, it's little. I like my colors, but I don't know. Birds of Paradise. I don't know why I think it's dragons. So that's just a different, I guess it's for a specific type of petal. Okay, so there's the Birds of Paradise. And these are, I don't know, pansies. That's the iris. I'm not sure what you would call these. Purple aster, that's what they're called? Okay. Bearded iris, okay. All right. I did do an iris with Sarah before. I wanted to show you that one. So that right there, which was pretty. These are freehand, and these are freehand, I believe, and these two come with, because I got an email this morning that had the outlines, if you want to do an outline. I'm not sure what I want to do. Yeah, you use this for the outline. And this is the paper. Oh, okay, well, they do give you the outlines. Oh, they give you the instructions, but I think that you still have a video that you can follow. Anyway, I got, it comes with this Canson XL paper, which is not particularly my favorite, actually, but this is my favorite paper. Arches, it's 100% cotton, and this is the rough texture, so it's really got a texture to it. Well, maybe I'll do one without the outlines right now. I don't know. I kind of want to draw these out though. Maybe I will use this paper. When I use this, I can use water to erase the lines, but this is permanent, so you have to do it very lightly if you don't want to see the lines through, which some people don't mind because you can kind of see the lines through that, but I kind of don't want to see the lines, but that's me, but we'll see. All right, so I guess I need to go to the website and see. All right, well, she just did a sort of demonstration on using this brush. I don't think I've ever used one, or I haven't been taught how to use it, so it is kind of neat for making like a leaf or a petal shape. So that'll be fun. I don't have I have ceramic palettes that I use, but I've got them full of Legos at the moment, so I'm gonna have to use this paper. Hopefully that'll be okay. And we'll start this tutorial. I forgot I had this palette, so I did find this and was able to use this. These are much easier than using paper with liquid watercolor anyway. So my second attempt at the Birds of Paradise. I did 2 of these, and I did 2 of the bearded irises. It's always easier for me to do it the second time around. The pansies I kind of went off on my own. I listened to her, but I didn't really listen to her all the way, so I listened to part of it, and then I just kind of did my own thing. I kind of did the same for the irises. I listened, but then I ended up doing my own thing. So that's just me. Okay, so I finally finished everything. On a couple of them I did more than one version because sometimes I have to watch and do what she says in her tutorial, because each project comes with a video tutorial, and sometimes I have to do that first just to know how to do it, and then I'll end up doing it my own way, or I'll see where I make errors and I will change it my second version. I did 2 of these. This is the first one I just drew because I knew this came with an outline, so I wanted to see if I could draw it. It's a bit different, but yeah, this one I took from the outline. Looks better. Only I think mostly because it fits on the page better than this one does. And what else? I don't know. I kind of like, I made this leaf too big, and I like the way the red and green interacted on this one. But, so that was that one. That's the Birds of Paradise. This is the Aster. I only did 1 of these. And they don't actually look like asters because I added water to them and spread out the color because I really liked the way it looked. So I think that's all that's important. I mean, I suppose if you were, hired to paint an aster, you'd have to draw it more realistically or accurately, but I really like the way it turned out. So I don't know. But that one was kind of fun. And she showed us how to use the blade, is that what it's called? The dagger brush. Just this. And show different ways to use it, which is kind of neat because I have never been taught how to use that, so that was good. And now I know how to make leaves and petals more accurately with that. All right, so that was one we didn't need an outline for. This is the other one we didn't need an outline for, and this didn't come out great. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, hers came out better, more loose. I tend to want to put a lot of detail in, and she does very minimal detail, but it looks a lot better. So I don't know. Oh well, I can always try it again. But yeah, I learned a little bit about pansies, if that's any consolation. And this was the bearded iris, and I did 2 of them. This one was this was the first one, so I was just kind of practicing with this. Yes. And at a time, because I didn't like the way her steps were, only because I didn't wait in between to dry it, or I didn't have a hairdryer to dry it. So this kind of got a little bit difficult because her steps were 1, and plus I messed this up. This was supposed to be purple, and I originally did it that color by mistake. It's not bad. I like the colors that I got here and here. So the steps were this, and this, I think. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. And I found when I started to do these, this stuff was still wet, so it kind of, So when I did the second one, I did this, and then I did this, the greenery, and then because it wasn't touching any of the orange part, and then I did this part. I ended up just kind of messing this just because I went to drop in some yellow and I missed and it went here. But I do kind of like this a little better. I know it's a little odd. I don't know. It's hard to say. I like elements of both, really. But I like the green here. I like the little details I put in. Like I said, I always put a lot more details than she puts in hers. Oh, I never finished this. Oh well. I didn't put any lines in here. I didn't put any lines in here either. I was just waiting for it to dry. Oh well. Well, you can imagine. So that was my Flowers, Language of Flowers kit. So she gives you enough paper. So it comes with enough paper to do it a few times. It comes with plenty of paint. I mean, I barely used any of it, so you could do this over and over again if you wanted to. It's a really good deal, I think. And it comes with the video tutorials. It came with a brush. Yeah. I think it was $40 for the box. So $10 a piece, but you got the brush too. And all the instruction and stuff. So, yeah, I think it's a good deal. I haven't done this in a while, so it was kind of interesting going back to it. Because it seemed a little easier this time, I think, because I already have done it in the past. But I remember seeing her do this before when something was dry and adding water to it. And I was like, how come mine doesn't do that? But it does. I don't know. It just works this time. I don't know. Anyway, so I hope that was kind of interesting. The website is letsmakeart.com. And you can buy single projects if you want to try them, or if you have the supplies at home, you can look, and she does post the tutorials on YouTube. That's the channel name too, Let's Make Art. And she does work with liquid watercolor, but she always says just work with whatever you have, so you can work with tubes or pans and whatever brushes you have. So, but she's a really fun teacher, and I like her. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.